Millionaires Golf. It's teed off at 20 past 5. I've seen 2 guys so far, so right, welcome to Lad Golf, and just have a little practice round. Second hole, made a par on first, here for 2, being it bunker as you'll have just seen. I reckon it's about 100 yards that pin. I'm just going to get my measurements and then big. So much club there. Thought I got it right. Some shot chase picked it up, but it was a little draw into it green, which is what I wanted to do, but this is too hard. Right, third hole, it's double dog leg, out of bounds down right, bunkers to the left, there's a big one which might be able to see on camera, another little one to the right of that, and another little one beyond that. So hitting drive is a bit dangerous, but I'm going to try and hit a little fade if I can, get it around that corner, and hopefully get in a good position then, because the second shot can be tricky. That's cutting too much, is that? It'll be okay, but that looks okay from the tee, but when I get down there, you'll see I might have a tight angle through the trees. Okay, so I've got 5 iron, which probably if I can get it 160, 170, I might be in range here. It's not the longest of par 5s, but it's just a double dog leg that makes it tricky, but I do have a shot here, but I'd like to try and get on in 3. I'm obviously trying to play to get my handicap down, so that's perfect, is that? Absolutely spot on. Yeah, happy with that. Right, we've got 133 to the middle according. I'm just using an app today, which isn't always accurate, is it? It doesn't look that far. So I'm going to hit a 9 iron, because I think it's probably like 140 to that flag, although it doesn't feel it. Try and draw this one in a little bit. And I'm drawing that too much. Just run across and see where that's gone. Okay, there is water down there, but I think I'm okay. Okay, so apologies about the camera position, but I can't get it behind me. Just about see my head here, but so I don't know if I'm in the hazard or not, but we can ground our clubs now, can't we? Not that you can see. So I've just got 52 here. I'm just going to try and pop this up. Thankfully, this rough here is really long, and it's just stopped my ball from going in the water behind me. But pin high though, eh? Right club. Take the positives. That's come off a little bit funny, but take it from there. So this is probably about 10 foot. I think it's straight. Just needs a nice gentle stroke, this one. Slightly downhill. It was straight, but I didn't line it up, did I? Didn't get the line. Six. Okay, so this hole is 190 off these whites, but again, I'm not sure which way the wind's blowing. It feels like it's blowing into my back. That suggests it's slightly downwind. I've got a 3-wood, but I think I might get there with a 5. I'll try a 5. That's at it. Get there. Probably bounce through the green. You might be able to see from the camera. I know it's quite a way back, but you can see that flag is positioned quite close to the front of the green where it slopes down. There is a slight slope, probably just after where I want to land this. I mean, I really want to try and make a par, don't I? But it's a tough up and down. So, wait on the left side. Well, at the back of my stance, and it's just keep the hands in front of the ball, is what he told me. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Needs to slow down. Needs to slow down. Needs to slow down. Stop there. Oh, you bugger. Yep. We're always a danger. I just wanted hitting. So that's a 4, another bogey. That takes me to 4 over after 4 holes, which my handicap index, I think, is 19.5. But a bit disappointed with where that ball rolled to. And to be honest, tough pin where I put my tee shot. So as a medal tomorrow, they've probably set it up to be quite tricky because the weather is glorious, isn't it? With no wind really. So probably just trying to make life a little bit more challenging for us all tomorrow with the pin positions. Okay, so one of the easier holes on the course, par 4, 3, 4, 7 off these whites, bunker right, bunker left, out of bounds, way right. So we want to be sort of going that way. That could find a bunker, nicely hit, but it's either just run in or it's rolled round the back of it. Might have just got enough on it, we'll see when we get there. Okay, I really don't know if I'm hitting right shot here. I've got a 9 iron and I just don't know if I can get it up that lip. It's not particularly deep in this bunker, but I just don't know if this 9 iron is going to get me enough loft, but it's a back pin and it's a massive green. If I'm on front, it's 3 putt territory from where that pin is, so yeah, as I feared, it just caught it. Maybe a touch long. Right length, wrong line. It was straight, wasn't it? I just didn't line it up. Getting a 6 on it is not acceptable, even for some hacker like me. Straight at it. Confident at the flag. Right, so this is probably the easiest par 3 on this course. Stroke index 13. I think the 8th is 16, but it's not. The 8th's more difficult. If we get that on film, you'll see why. But this has got, obviously got water in front. It's 153, slightly uphill. Wind's coming across slightly, only a breeze. Front pin. I mean, I should get a 7 iron there, so that's what I'm going to hit. Nearly had only 1 hit other week, like October, but and that won't be far off line. Has it got the legs? That must have bounced close to that flag. I mean, there's a couple of guys in front of me which I'm just taking it easy, so I don't really have to get way through, because if I do, I'll have to stop filming because it's just a ball ache. But you know, there's nobody on the course. Now, if you fancy coming for a knock round here, sort of organising a little bit of a get together for anybody that fancies it. I think it's about 30 quid or something like that, but this course is, I mean, today it's not so bad, it's not too windy, but it's as tough as you'll play. I'm not sure it comes across on camera, but there is quite a lot of water. So yeah, if you fancy coming along, I'll stick the date on down there. Get a few of us together, maybe, I don't know, there might be 8 of us, maybe a couple of 4 balls, maybe 3 4 balls if we can get a few more. So yeah, if you fancy it, come along and see how good you are against what I think is, for me, it's the hardest course I've ever played, is this. The more you play it, the harder it seems to get, because it kind of gets in your head. Okay, so I've got myself a birdie chance here. Not going to get it, am I? Because I put like an absolute imbecile, but I could say it must have got close, must that one. Striking the ball pretty good, actually. It's a pitch mark. I just landed just short, can't see anything on here. I can see one over there, but that's not mine. Another lazy bastard that couldn't be bothered bending over. Doing a bit of greens maintenance. Right, flag's coming out because I mean business on this one. Am I allowed to scrape that bird shit out of the way? Sorry, I swore. YouTube. Bleep that one out. I think this is just right edge as I'm looking at it, so left edge to you guys. But there's not much in it. I'd really like to get this, and I should have saved a 2 for tomorrow. Get in, get in, get in, get in. Oh, no way. No, where is that stayed up? So hole 7, par 5. And that is SH1T. We better hit a provisional, because I don't think I'll find that one. That's a bit down left. Should be okay. Should be. We'll see. But I think it's 3 off the tee there. Okay, so I have found it. But it's not enough. You can see I've got through this long grass, and if I can just get it back in play, I've got to be happy. Take your medicine. See if we can get it so I can still get maybe green in 4. Oh, that's pretty good, is that? A little bit of swazzy right to left on that. Okay, so where this is, it'd be all right drive if I hit it to it. Not brilliant. Big drive would be right down there by that tree. But if I'd put my tee shot to it, I'd be pretty happy. So effectively, I've dropped a shot, haven't I, already? So, and I can score big on this hole, me. Still, you know, quite a lot of danger. You can see there's a bunker right, bunker left. There is water over the top of the hill, which you'll see when we get down there. So ideally, I just want to put this hybrid just over that plateau up there, and then that's going to give me a nice shot into green, hopefully. It's kind of like the green's protected by water, so you don't want to be in a long club in. You want to be in a, you know, a 9 or a wedge in or something like that. And just miss that bunker. Don't go in that bunker. That's, yeah, touch heavy. Okay, I'm just gonna walk up from where my ball is so you can zoom in. So you can see greens there. Might just be able to make that white flag out. So you've got a bunker there, which is short of the green. And in front of that bunker's water. Distance is right. So I am actually gonna aim right at green and try and maybe bring it in right to left. Oh, look at that, straight right. That's in bother. Beautiful, isn't it? It's such a nice golf course to walk around as this, but there's something about water on golf courses, isn't there? They just like, gets your juices flowing. So yeah, the 8 iron was probably the right club, but just did not shape it at all, and just one of them where my confidence exceeded my ability, and now I've got an absolute pig of a shot because stop then. Goose weren't right happy there. These geese are vicious. Of course, it's mating season, isn't it? So no randy as buggery. Yeah, you've got to watch your ass when you bend over. Else they'll come up and peck you. I reckon there's about a foot of break in this, maybe just under, maybe 9-inch of break. Could really do with this rolling in to rescue a bogey. Putting stroke just don't feel right at the minute. Well, that was slow. Is it because of water? Oh, that's shocking. And that is an 8. I told you that this I told you this hole can damage my card, and it just has. So that takes me to 9 over after 7. So that's not particularly good, is it? That it's a bit crap. We are on to stroking next 14, par 3, the 8th hole. So this one is 190 uphill, probably playing 200, 205. It's a good hit with a 5-wood for me. This green slopes from front to back quite drastically. You don't want to be past the flag, you want to be putting uphill. But if you miss it one on here and it finds that bit of fairway, that's not a bad play. If you're not a big hitter, you don't think you can get up there, there's bunkers right and left, massive bunker on left, 2 bunkers on left, massive one just in front of green. If you don't think you can get up there comfortably, just hit a 7 iron and chip on. Oh, that's a bit toppy, but stop short of that bunker there, straight in it, look. My bunker play is not good. The problem on these bunkers is, you can probably see actually, but they are quite firm, so if you open the club up and add bounce, you can just skid and then you thin it and obviously don't get any sand. So I'm going to try and play this with the club face barely opened, and need to get it quite a long way up there. I do need to get it out. You can see me head out, probably about 5 foot below ground level here, so I'm going to take a bit of sand, not too much. I took too much sand really. So many bunkers around here, you've got to know how to get out of them. Big break in this, big break. These greens are still a little bit longer than they'll want them, but yeah, I need to get my line good on this one. You can see a little divot mark up there. I think that's about my line really, and it'll want clogging. It's all uphill. Tough 2 putts from here, to be honest. That's way too strong. Way too strong. That's shocking. I'm just going to have to tickle this one towards the hole and hope for it'll creep its way down. I'm asking too much of this with break, but see what I mean? I mean, that's still 5 foot away. And that is a 6, which takes me to 12 over, which, see how that round's just fallen apart there in them last 2 holes. This is what this course is like if you're not a good golfer, and I'm not a good golfer. So yeah, 12 over after 8. So I think my handicap, I think I'll get 22 tomorrow. I think that's my playing handicap tomorrow. So I've got to negotiate the last 10 holes, just dropping a shot on holes play to my handicap. But that's just like from a bad tee shot there. Got in a bunker. Just didn't get it far enough out of that bunker then. And that green, well, it's just done me on it. First putt. What were I thinking? Rush a blood to head, maybe. So anyway, let's carry on. Probably going to play 11 holes tonight. See if we can rescue it. But this next hole is difficult. I'll spin camera around in a second. 10's an absolute killer. Hate it. Don't know why I'm a member here, to be honest. Just does me head in. Okay, so even off the white tees, it's not really a driver off here. Yeah, if I hit driver here, I mean, it might not get to that water, but there is a water hazard across fairway, and you aren't carrying it off here unless you're an absolute beast with driver. So bunker right, bunker left again. If you can get to that water down there, it's 150 into green. Now a bit of draw down here wouldn't be a bad thing. So let's see if we can just get one turning over a little bit. It's going left to right, is that? Now that's not where I wanted it to go. So I basically pushed that one, set up for a draw. Should have probably just tried to hit it straight, to be honest, but you just get a bit of draw on here, get a bit of top spin, and when it lands, it's going to roll out a little bit better, isn't it? But left 19.5, deluded. So the flag is down that way. I've absolutely no chance of. I just need to get it out onto that fairway there. Overhanging trees, which are going to be a problem. Ideally, I want to get it as far over that way as I can, and as close to that water, which you probably can't see anyway, as I can. And then give myself maybe a 7-iron in, and I might. But I need to get this out first. Not the best lie and not the best stance. It's a bit hanging into it, but this water here is kind of 150. Needs to kick right and kick on. It's kicked, so it needs to kick left. Okay, so I'm just going to walk this putt out because it's quite a long one, and there is a hump here which is obviously going to turn it in. I need to get this, within 3 foot and give myself a chance of getting a 5. I'm not really thinking about making it. Just need to get it somewhere around there, don't I? Nice smooth stroke. It's quite a long way. I don't want to overhit this one like I did on the 8th. That's going to finish left of the hole. Another 5, and it's still a good 5 foot, is this? Left edge as I'm looking at it. I've had one par, haven't I? And almost a birdie, but at that point there on 6th, it looked like I could put a good score together, and then 7 and 8 have just ruined it. Get in. Not my day. So that's another double, and I think, because I can't really add up rate good, that's 14 over par on the front 9. If it's not right, I'll make a note in the comments, but I'm just going to keep going. Stop chalping so much. This is a tough hole coming up. Can easily drop into double figures on this hole alone, to be honest. Okay, beast of a par 5 this. 589 off the whites. Flag's way up there. Water over that ridge. I'm safe to go at driver because I'm not a big hitter. But you want to get a good driveway here because, it's 3 really, really good shots to green. You can't really miss it one. Oh. Okay, so I found my ball, but that's the 9th green there. 9th fairway. That's my fairway over there. And I could have done with that being a foot further back, couldn't I? Because that is a tricky shot through those trees. Oh my God. Right. It's a question of which. Can you see my problem? If that tree wasn't kinked, if it wasn't deformed, I'd probably have quite a nice path through there, but that's the line I'm going to have to take. But and I need to get it down, because as you'll see when I get to me, hopefully to where this ends up, I've still got a bloody great big lake to get over. Okay, so I'm still 377 from green here. That's what I'm saying. It's, if I had a drive to it, I think that were a reasonably good drive. So for most people, this is it plays as a par 6, you know. I'm looking at getting on here in 5 now, realistically, which is just, it's nuts, you know. And that's, I'm not even backing myself to do that. That should be okay. I mean, I've hit that as nice as I can hit it, but okay, so I've still got 210, so that's gone 210. Yeah, it's gone about 170 as that. Obviously, when it's landing uphill, so there's no rollout. Fairways are still a little bit soft with all the rain we've had, so I ain't hitting anything 210. I mean, if I nailed the 3 wood, it might get on, but it's just too risky. There's bunkers to the right, bunker to the left. It could easily go, you know, into trees. It's quite a tight hole, really. I mean, that fairway is probably 30 or 40 yards wide up there, so unfortunately, I'm just going to hit a layup and then hopefully chip close and maybe make a 6. Nicely hit that. That's in a good spot, so there's no bunkers to carry where that's finished. So you can probably see the water behind me now. I mean, it's a lovely hole, but so difficult, you know. I mean, I've hit a bad drive there, pulled it left. You can't afford to do that. Okay, so we've got a front pin, and it's probably, what, 50 yards? Got a little gap wedge. If I should hit a 52 or a 56, I'll hit a 52. And I really want to land this just on green, maybe just on apron. Got to get this just right. Too big. It's way too big. Oh, dearie me. Hit that too hard. My mistake. So this putt is 45, 50 foot. It's all downhill. It could break one way then another. I've had 5 shots. I want a beer. I just need to get this close, and honestly, I can't even see a line that I like. I'm going to aim at the camera, which is just to the right as I'm looking at it. Of the pace is going to be so difficult to get because it's all downhill. I don't really know how fast this green is, and I've caught the ground. That needs to keep rolling. Please keep rolling. I can't even look at it as it stopped yet. It's actually not bad, is it? Still 4 foot. So this for a double bogey. I thought I got that then. So there you go, an 8. I told you I could easily get an 8 up there. If I'd have made a 7 from where my tee shot should have been, so where my second one, where I was playing my third effectively, I'd take that on that hole. Because there's just so much trouble up there. The shadows are getting long. My clacker is getting dry. And the 11th green is next to the 18th green. I'm not even going to bother playing last 7. I'll do that in another video maybe, and you'll see. It don't get any easier, but great fun to play. So yeah, if you're still watching, God bless you. If you fancy around at Willow Valley with me and some other geezers, get in comments and I'll send you some details. If you just fancy around with your mates, I think it's 30 quid a round on a weekend, but I'll put it down. I'll put it down below. It's worth it, especially now. Seat course is looking pretty good now. If you want to come and get beaten up on a golf course, come here. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Play this 11th, we'll film it. See if I can finish with a par. Cheer myself up, then I'm off for a pint. Right, adios amigos.